What's up? Bruce, what's up? What's up? Yeah.
It's always the damn weight belts.
No, I know. It's always those just push people.
Super, happy to be here just in general. I haven't been here in a little while because I've been preparing for a fight for like about a year now. For the same guy, he's waiting for one for different reasons. And I knew we had a lot of guys that were due for promotion, long overdue for promotion. So I wanted to make sure these guys got that promotion before I wasn't going to be here until after March. So I'm happy to be here to do that today as well. I'm super proud of all of your guys' progress and watching, whether it be competition or just your progress in general, like Chris talks to me about. Super happy to hear it. I trained with everybody last night, well, not everybody, whoever was here last night. I was really impressed with how tough everybody's been getting, how many improvements people have been making. Like, it's a huge noticeable difference. It's crazy to see. It's kind of cool sometimes when you just spend every day with everybody, you can't notice it. Maybe you guys don't notice it in and of yourselves, but like it's a huge difference. You guys have grown so much since the last time I've been on. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, Chris, for leading the team and making that happen. Matt, Rob, step forward. Say too much because ultimately when you get your black belt, it's your turn to speak. Chris doesn't do all that much about it. I'm sure you guys are starting to hear him speak more now that he's running to school, but tends to keep to himself. But guys, like I've mentioned this before, sometimes in life we got a lot of people yelling in our ears, right? Like just constantly, whether they need something from us or whether they're trying to tell us things or whatever the case may be. And sometimes we forget about the quieter people, right? Because they're not as loud, they're not always asking for things, they're not always doing, they're just doing. They're just behind the scenes doing what they need to do. And a lot of times, doing the right things, doing very helpful things, very loyal things. And that's Chris, man. Like Chris was just behind the scenes all the time, just doing what he needed to do. Pretty much never asking for anything, never asked really anybody for anything. And just really was a huge part of making this academy what it is today. And I couldn't be prouder. I couldn't ask for anybody better to be leading you guys. I would have felt uncomfortable, honestly, with anybody else. So I'm really happy that he took on that role of responsibility. Super proud of him, and congratulations to him. But I'm gonna let him talk.
I was looking for another gym, and he was like, "Yo, there's this guy in East Brunswick who just did ADCC, and he supposedly did really well." And I knew what ADCC was at the time. And then just like right when Garry started blowing up, so I'm like, all right, that's where I'm gonna go then, because I want to get onto that level as well, like high level competition like that, great skill. And the first day I came into the gym, I just came in. Joan came up to me and was like, she was like, "Oh, why are you here to train? Because Garry's here?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's exactly." Joan might be a little bit of the opposite of Chris when it comes to talking.
definitely happy to tell you when you want something, or to tell you when something's going on, or whatever the case may be. And you know, you need both. Joan's definitely one of those people, always trying her best to try to keep the team a cohesive group as best as she can, to try to organize things, to bring you guys together on and off the mats. It's always been a really cool thing to see. I've always said that Joan has been a huge component of the gym in terms of really trying to make things come together as smoothly as they could. A lot of the things that we end up doing as a group outside of the academy probably would never happen if it wasn't for Joan, because I just don't organize anything. You know, thank you so much for that, because it's a huge part of what allows you guys to all be together. Even like the Facebook page and stuff like that, like probably wouldn't be as active in things as it would be if it wasn't for Joan. So there's a lot of things that that she may do, whether it be you know, on the scene or behind the scenes, that make this place what it is. As well as that, I have to say that Joan, while some people may not realize it because it's not all done here, is probably one of my most actively training students. She chose to be a competitor, but she holds herself to the highest standard possible in choosing to be a competitor. She's here every single day, or elsewhere training, whatever the case may be, doing her best to be her best. And that's all I could ever ask for, you know, in a student. So thank you so much, Joan, for all your contributions to the academy, as well as your own personal progression. And now I'll let you speak now that you have less to do.
Well, that is true. I talk a lot. But right now, I don't have much to say other than thanking my family, thanking Garry from the bottom of my heart, thanking every one of you who has contributed to my journey, and thanking my brother, John, who got us into the sport as a family, even though we didn't know what that was. And we were just recently talking about how every day I would call him up after getting my ass beat by John or anybody else and cry, and I would say, you don't understand what's happening there. They're choking me, they're pulling out my arms, they're sitting on me, and he would literally just say, I don't care, just go back, just go back. So that memory is very vivid in my mind now that I got a black belt, which was never honestly my goal. To Garry's point, I always just wanted to try to be on the mats the best that I could be, and honestly work hard to make my family and also the people around me the best that they could be. So as a result, I probably were tougher on most of you than I should have been, or may have dropped an F-bomb or two, but it's all out of love, okay? My first thought when I heard I was getting a black belt, there were three thoughts. One, I thought Garry was joking. Not that would be funny to you guys, but if you know Garry the way I know Garry, you would think it's a joke, right? A mean one, but a joke. The second thought was, oh my God, who's in my bracket, right? And my third thought was, this is never going to change me. I'll be back on the mats tomorrow or the next day. And the cool thing about that is every one of you can just still kick my ass, and it'll feel even better because you'll be kicking the ass of an old black belt woman.
Just a quick intro for Paul. Similar story to Chris in terms of at least the quietness. So Paul's always been a very stoic kind of personality around the gym, you know, but has always been there anytime I needed him, for sure.
First, I want to thank Garry. I mean, I've known Garry since probably even before when he took over the gym, and he was still working through IBJJF and ranked at high levels when we first met him, and then he took over the gym and learned a lot of different things from Garry. And I also want to thank everybody here. Everybody here, in some way, shape, or form or another, you know, rolling, talking, whatever it is that we went through, experience, learning little different things from each one of you. Thank God, you know, my mom was here somewhere as well, and so you know, Chris did a call out. I want to thank my mom for everything, but I want to mostly thank.
All right, guys. Next up, Lonny. quick intro. First of all, Lonny should definitely have a different size. I remember Lonny just being a monster with body lock mask. He would reach around your waist or reach around your legs and just wouldn't let go, like it was Jaws or something. You want to take your legs home, and like he wasn't gonna let go either till the end of the round or if he passed. And I was like, hey man, you know, maybe we could work on like some slight variations of this. You know, I would try to like encourage him to do other stuff, and eventually he did. But probably like for the first year, I'm like, damn, like, I can't get my hand. I was like grabbing onto my hands. Like,
I'm not used to speaking out, but I'm used to being in a lot of you guys, so I had to take down some notes. When Garry first contacted me, telling me I was being promoted, my first reaction was, I don't deserve it. I hadn't been on the mats as much as I'd like to the last bit of time here. First because of COVID and work, nagging injuries, and just life getting in the way. And I started thinking about my jiu-jitsu journey and everything I've been through. I realized my path to black belt is different than anyone else's. We're all different. It hasn't been perfect, it hasn't been easy. We all have different paths to get to the same goal. It's a long, challenging road for all of us. Keep grinding, keep showing up as much as you can. Work through anything. There's always a way. And then trust your teammates and always be someone they can trust. The old cliche, just keep showing up, is so true. I have learned something from everyone that I've ever trained with. Thank you. I look forward to continuing my jiu-jitsu journey with you all. Thank you.
Tell me how you feeling right now.
I'm a little overwhelmed, super excited, and a little kind of crazy because I haven't trained yet today. So but I'm so proud of everybody in the school